All right, welcome back to another Hangout for Monday, October 23rd, 2017. I think for tonight we'll do a Windows News Hangout for Windows users. Of course, everybody is certainly welcome. And if you are new to the channel, I run Windows 10, of course, and different versions of Linux. Just to show you Windows users that if you're not happy with what you are using, you can certainly move on to something else, or maybe use both Linux and Windows. So this is a live feed, recording here from the United States, coast to coast, continent to continent, and who knows, planet to other planet. Osprey is in the house. Hello, Osprey. Mic check. Can you hear me, Osprey? Looks good on my end. I'm doing good. How are you? Alright, so we'll get started here in just a few minutes. And if there are any Windows users passing by, please do say hello. I normally talk about Linux stuff, but you know, really, like I said, I dual boot, so I talk about Linux stuff, you know, for everyone, but also, of course, for Windows users who are curious about trying Linux. So everything looks good on my end. I'm assuming you guys can hear me. The background music is by the silent partner from the YouTube audio library. So I think what I'll do here is, let me go ahead and transition. Looks good on my end. Leave that there. Alright, thanks, Osprey. The microphone is good. Okay, let me go ahead and transition here. Give me 1 second. I'll mention one piece of Linux news tonight, and then we'll go on into Windows stuff. Let me go ahead and transition here. I am recording this using OBS Studio, which is available for both Linux and Windows. And running this in Ubuntu Mate 17.10, Ubuntu Linux Mate, in my trusty Lenovo desktop. If you are passing by, please do say hello. If you would like to support the channel, there'll be some links below for Patreon and for the Amazon affiliate link. And if you're shopping for a computer, I love Lenovo and I love ThinkPads, because that's what I use for many years. This particular desktop, it's over 6 years old now, and it's outdated, but it works, is reliable. I thought about selling it or donating it, but you know, I think something like this is a good example of running outdated hardware, and you can revive it with Linux. I should have shut off the notifications for VLC, but that's okay. Again, the music is from the YouTube audio library. So we'll wait a few minutes, see if somebody else jumps on besides us, Osprey. How you doing? It is another fairly warm day here in Ohio. For this time of year, really temperatures should not be hitting the 70s. Not that I'm complaining, because the alternative is shoveling snow, and I don't like it anymore. Yeah, doing chores like, you know, shoveling snow out of my driveway and stuff like that I just remembered I need to finish doing some plumbing sometime this week. Got a leaky valve in my bathroom faucet. Other than that, I'm just cheery. Okay, well, let's move along with this Osprey, and if anybody else pops in the chat, please do say hello, no matter what you are using. Windows, Mac, Linux, Android, it doesn't matter. This is a family-friendly technology channel. So before we go into some Linux or Windows news, Pop! OS, I wanted to mention Pop! OS. This is something new from System 76, located in the United States in Denver, Colorado. They've been around 10 years or more. They've done a pretty good job promoting Linux to the masses as best they can. They offer laptops, desktops, servers. And just full disclosure, I am not being compensated to promote System 76 or Pop! OS. I don't have a System 76. If they would send me one, I would be happy to test it. But this isn't to talk more about their Linux operating system called Pop! OS that I tested today. You know, I don't impress very easily. I really don't. I mean, I've seen it all, the good and the junk, and Pop! OS was impressive. This is running on the GNOME desktop, which, as you know, it's not my favorite Linux desktop environment, but this one ran pretty good in the VM. It ran pretty fast, actually, which is very surprising, considering I gave it in the VM less than 2 gigs of RAM, and it was fairly zippy. It's plain Jane vanilla GNOME, lightweight, well, lightweight meaning not a lot of apps. This may not be for newbies, but this might be one where I will keep it in my VM to continue to test. That's how impressed I was, because it just worked, at least in my brief tests. So yeah, for this one I think I'll keep it, and if you like to try it, it is a free download. It runs pretty good on a virtual machine. Hey, if it'll work on my 6-year-old outdated desktop in a VM, it should run on your new machine if you have a new one. But check out Pop! OS. It's from system76.com. So all it's great is warm there where you are also. Very good. Awesome. Okay, so let's move along to the next piece of news. Alright, this is from CDNet. Get Windows 10 utilities for free. This is for WonderFox, a company, and I have tested. WonderFox has asked me to test some freebie software before. I was not compensated, just again, full disclosure, but that's okay. To be honest, I forget what I tested. It is for Windows. What I tested did work. It seemed like it was user-friendly. So check out the WonderFox 2017 Halloween Carnival software, I guess. Let me go to the website real quick. And no trick, all treat, WonderFox 2017. Okay, so here's a list of free giveaways, DVD Ripper, and some other stuff here. PDF, AdGuard, IOBit uninstall. I've used IOBit before. Magic Camera giveaway. Magic Camera is a must-have webcam enhancing program. Huh, I'm gonna have to try that for Windows. Okay, some rules here. And so check out WonderFox. There are some free giveaways, I'm assuming, going on for this month for Halloween. Once again, I've tested WonderFox products before in Windows. It seems okay. So check it out. Hey, it's free, so why not? Why not try some freebie stuff for Windows? TJ Wolf is in the house. Ubuntu Mate, so far TJ has been fabulous. Yeah, I know this is an interim release for Ubuntu. 9 months support. That's really the only bad thing, at least for newbies coming to Linux, is 9 months support. But if you have a spare machine or try it in a VM, it works. That's what I'm using now, and it just works. So highly recommended. And yeah, really the only bad thing, it's a 9-month release cycle, which is not a lot. But hey, it's free, so check it out. But for tonight, we're talking mainly Windows news for Windows users who might be driving by this channel. And just to let Windows users know that you don't have to give up Windows if you would like to try Linux. I use both on multiple machines. It's perfectly safe, but always back up and always back up and always back up again and again, no matter what you are using. Anything can happen. Your machine may crash, a surge from a lightning storm, whatever, and you lose everything. So back up no matter what you are using, especially if it's one of your main machines. Okay, so that's the news from what was it, CNET, and some free Windows 10 utilities. I may try the free webcam software. Why not? But Ubuntu Mate so far has been pretty good. Let's see. I was just browsing here. Yeah, let's go to the next one. This is from the Register. In the new Fall Creators update, which I believe as of this weekend it was not available for my machine, but it says please activate the anti-ransom software. Yes, Windows users. I know sometimes you're not crazy about getting the updates or the forced updates, or well, at least they were forced in the past. But you should try this feature and activate it as anti-ransom protection in the Windows 10 Fall Creators update. And I don't know how effective this is going to be. But it says here the feature is enabled through the Windows Defender Security Center app for most users and is accessed by opening the virus and threat protection screen within Defender. So once you get this, you should definitely use it. It's there, it's free, and hopefully this will prevent the spread of the really extremely nasty ransomware. I haven't seen it yet in Linux, but things can change. Sooner or later, I suppose anything can get infected. Keep in mind that no matter what OS you use, no matter how secure you may feel, once you get on the web, pretty much forget about privacy. You can still remain fairly secure, I suppose, but for privacy and the web, not a very good partnership. The next piece of news. This is the crack Wi-Fi attacks. This was reported last week. I guess it was a major defect to say the least. But yeah, if you have a Windows PC that is updated, not a pirated computer, not a pirated Windows, you should be okay. So definitely grab the latest security updates, and you should have your system updated no matter what you are using, whether it's Windows or Linux or even Mac or whatever. Always run security patches all the time. Well, speaking of security, there was something here on the PCWorld.com, best antivirus for Windows PCs. I use the default one for Windows. It seems to work for me, but they mention here Norton Security Premium. I have used Norton before. It does work. It can slow down your computer depending on the spec of your machine, the specs and how fast it is and all that. But Norton does work. They also like AVG, and I believe there is a free version for AVG. I have tested AVG before in the past. It's fine. If you want to try a good solid free antivirus for Windows, take a look at Avast, AVAST, and the other one I've used in the past, which is fairly lightweight. Take a look at Antivirus, I believe is the name, ANTIVIR. That seems to have worked for me. Well, finally, some Windows 10 mobile news. Windows 10 is no more as far as on mobile. Microsoft admitted it. Well, I guess too little, too late. You can't update your phone if you happen to have a Windows phone. I'm not sure why. I don't know if those can be modified. I don't know. But now you can update your phone from your PC. It says here Microsoft has given up on the new Windows 10 mobile features, but has promised to patch remaining Windows phones into the near future. Okay, I guess that's fair enough. And you'll need the, what is this, over-the-air OTC adapter tool, which moves updates from a PC to the phone. Or I suppose that's convenient. I like the window. One of my friends, actually two of my friends had the phone. It was easy to use phone. There just wasn't enough popular apps in development, I suppose, is what doomed the phone. But it's still coming down to either Android or iPhones. Only two choices. There should be more. And who knows, maybe in the future we will see a pure Linux cell phone. I think Purism, a company called Purism, they had a crowdfunding thing going on. Let me see if I can look it up here. I think they achieved it. Purism. Let's see. Purism phone, I believe. See here real quick. Okay, so they wanted to raise 1.5 mil. They got over 2 mil. Good for them. So we'll see what happens. I still don't think it's enough to bring a phone to the mass market, but I hope I'm wrong. So we'll see what happens. Let's see. Estimated delivery 2019. So that's not even next year. It's a year after. Well, I don't know. I predict it won't. Well, I hope I'm wrong. Let me just say I hope I'm wrong, but I don't have any. I don't think it's going to happen. But I totally hope I'm totally wrong. I'll just leave it that way. But that's it. The Purism phone. And that's really all I had for this evening. If you guys have anything on your mind, Oscar and TJ Wolf, I know it's only 3 of us here on the live stream. Again, this wasn't. I didn't really post an announcement for this. It was just a last minute thing as I was doing laundry. Oh joy. Let me remove some of these tabs here. But yeah, Ubuntu Mate is pretty good. Testing Pop! OS, very satisfied so far. I'll keep it in my VM, perform some updates, do some other tests. And who knows, if I give some rave reviews for Pop! OS, maybe I can get a test machine from System 76 and rave about that one. I need to get rid of those notifications, driving me nuts. Let me go ahead and close this for now. But anyway, but that's it. That's really all I have for this one, guys. So is there anything on your mind that you would like to talk about for this evening, whether it's Linux or Windows? It remains to be seen the feedback on the latest Ubuntu 17.10 switching from Unity to the GNOME desktop. It is historic, I will say that. I did not see that coming. I was perfectly satisfied running Unity. Anyway, it is what it is, as they say. That's all I have for this evening. So check out Pop! OS. Let me know how it works out, and I'll keep you guys posted on my continual tests with Ubuntu Mate and Pop! OS. But that's all I have for this live feed. It is a short one for this evening, and hopefully next time we'll get more people to chime in. But that's all for this one. As always, enjoy your technology, and please do not text and drive. And I will catch you guys on the next one. So take care.